And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Get going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, y'all, and welcome to the Dirty Boot Sports Podcast. And this episode is going to be our AFC South Preview.
Woohoo! Yeah, we're doing a little special one here. We're trying out a new segment and everything, and
trying to cut down the run time a little
structure.
bit.
Football is almost here, and this podcast is about to be dominated by football, but we're okay with that.
King.
I can't wait for us to do 2 hours on the AFC South, just because that's our time we like to go.
Well, you know, Clay, my mom said never say anything if you don't have anything good to say, so I'm not saying anything in this podcast.
You don't have anything good to say about the South?
I do like the Titans.
Okay.
I'll hit them up.
So you don't like anybody else?
Nope.
No Texans love?
No.
Jags?
No, heck no.
Colts?
I think you
you like to be a Matt Ryan guy or something, huh?
I think your love for the Titans only comes from your love for Nashville.
Oh, I do love Nashville, man.
Yeah.
And I like Derrick Henry.
Okay, I gotcha.
All right, so
before we jump in the AFC South, I just thought of something I saw the day, and I wanted to talk to you about. Did y'all see the Matt Corral deal?
Mm-mm.
He come out with an interview and said that
scared of Baker.
No, he was scared of competition when he chose his college, and that's why he chose Ole Miss, because he knew he'd start automatically. But he regrets that decision, and he wished he went to another school where he had competition at.
That's interesting.
I thought it was
Whoever
too.
vocalizes
I
that.
can't believe he come out and said that.
What is he saying? He's competing now with Sam Darnold?
That's right. He said now
he's never had
this competition. He realizes, he's not used to it.
So you think he's?
I think it's hurting him. I think he realizes how much it's hurt him not having it in college.
I thought it maybe he was like saying like I can hang with these cats. Or
no, I think because he's.
I think he's being honest.
I think he is too. Yeah,
right. Kudos to that.
And
he knows that he's not beating Baker.
But in a way, oh gosh, in a way though, like
Baker's still got to beat Sam Darnold.
Does that not kind of just throw a shot at your school that you just left? That
well,
that
it's more of a personnel
pre-Kiffin
thing, though,
as
right?
well.
I mean,
pre-Kiffin and
it's a shot at the quarterback.
It's the shot at the people behind
him. No doubt.
Right. His former teammate.
Hope he didn't have many buds still there. I mean, yeah, because he just threw them on the bus. No, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you don't see guys say that very much, or come out and be that honest, I guess.
Yeah.
And have we discussed Kyler Murray's contract, like the details?
No, but I want to.
Like real quick, like he's not allowed to touch a baseball ever again.
Really?
For fun or for like inter-squad games.
What if you throw one at him?
Slow
He
pitch
can't catch
softball.
it?
I mean,
he can't touch
celebrity
a bat,
game.
a glove,
No, like
dirt, anything
done.
like that.
He's done.
Well, he can't be Russell.
Film every week
He can't be Russell Wilson and go to the Yankees or the.
He's not allowed to go to training
Rangers.
camp.
That seems excessively mean.
So all you Niners fans, go get some baseballs, find Kyler Murray,
throw it at his head,
throw it at him.
That's assault.
Yeah,
that's assault.
If he has a son, can he play catch with him one day?
So,
only football.
Mandatory.
What's your thoughts on the mandatory video, the watching stuff there?
I'm okay with that.
I was confused at first because I thought he was demanding to have.
It was a joke.
Well, I thought he was demanding to have 4 hours by himself. Like I thought it was one of those isolation things, but no, they were making him study.
They're making him do it. Yeah.
Did y'all see the Cowherd talk about it today? It was very interesting stuff.
I haven't gotten the chance to listen to Cowherd yet, but I know he's got something good to say about it.
Yeah, he said that he didn't agree with that, and he didn't agree with all the pushback people were giving him on that. He said because different quarterbacks have different ways to go about things.
That's right.
Drew, Brady, Peyton Manning, they were junkies, but they lack athletic ability. They didn't have that to go off of.
Yeah.
Big Ben wasn't a video junkie guy. He won 2 Super Bowls off just kind of ad-libbing.
Russell Wilson is, though.
What now?
Russell Wilson is.
Oh, he's going to let you know he is, too.
Yeah, he does. But what he's saying is you got to – each quarterback is their own.
Yeah, they're not the same person.
He said look at Michael Vick. He said he wasn't big. He went off.
Who tremendously underachieved in his career, though.
I don't think so,
if you
man.
would say
I
that.
do.
No, I don't think so.
Dude, Michael Vick.
He had an unbelievable
Michael
career.
Vick was
Absolutely underachieved,
better than Steve Young, and Steve Young had a far better career.
Well, Michael Vick.
Michael Vick's
he would have won a
deep-
Super Bowl if he would have studied more.
Michael Vick's deep ball was second to none.
Right, rough.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he hated dogs.
But I mean, he was saying how everybody's different. I mean, who do we think of Brett Favre?
I don't.
A gunslinger.
Yeah, but
What are you going
But
to do?
that's
when
like
he's in there?
saying. That's like saying.
All the time.
That's like saying an NBA player doesn't need to practice their free throws, though.
But would you put that in a
Shaq,
contract?
look at Shaq.
Hey, you have to shoot 500
Exactly.
free throws a week.
He was terrible, and he had a Hall of Fame career and won rings.
Yeah, but Kobe said he could have won more.
It couldn't shot free throws.
Is somebody going to watch him watch this tape, though? Or are they going to be in there looking to make sure he doesn't
that's
get on
what
his
I
phone?
want.
I mean,
wonder
it
how that's
creates
gonna work.
problems.
Yeah.
Overbearing
Well, why
father
would you
is what I
put
get
that
from
in
it.
there?
I don't
though?
think it's overbearing though when you
makes
pay
look
the guy.
bad on
It
the-
makes him look
How-
Not
was-
just him,
Yeah.
but the whole
It
organization.
It makes
just
the
shows
organization-
they don't believe in this
40
contract,
million a
and they're
year?
trying to find ways out of this contract.
Hey, listen to
Yeah.
this. Listen to this right
That's
here.
what it shows. Me.
A default occurs if Murray participates. This right here, this part's in quotations. Participates in any type of baseball-related activity, including without limitation a tryout, workout, practice, scrimmage, exhibition, or game for any baseball team in any
So
baseball
it doesn't say anything about a game of catch.
Yeah,
league. He
with
can
his
play
son.
catch with his kid, but he better not have a uniform on.
But if I'm the owner of an NFL billion-dollar industry,
Let you know the kind of skaters can go play baseball at the A's. To me, that's what that sounds like.
I don't want my main part of my organization in the summer out there and then get hurt.
No, I've
and
never
then come
liked that.
training camp.
I've never liked.
I've
that.
never
quarterback's
understood
out.
that about like
Russell
athletes.
Wilson doing
Russell
that.
Wilson.
That's just
It's
weird.
a look at me move. That's all.
People-
it
It's all
is.
about me.
People
Yeah, right.
playing or riding motorcycles even. Like if I was
Tatis.
an NFL GM, I wouldn't want to freaking. I'd have motorcycle clauses in all my contracts.
Yeah.
that's
Like, bro,
Tatis.
you're not getting Tatis.
Big Ben.
Big
Big Ben
Ben.
had a bad record.
I mean,
Jason Williams.
Big
I
Ben
wanna
had a
say,
lot
basketball.
of stuff. Yeah,
Didn't Jason Williams do
This is-
motorcycles?
yeah.
He's a car
It was
wreck.
Jason Williams.
Ricky Fowler and golf.
Last
same
I
way.
checked, though,
Yeah,
this
in
is
his
the home of the
contract.
free,
That
guys.
ruined Jason Williams' whole career.
well, not when you have $40 million contracts. Now you're under
How
contract.
far are you going to split it? You don't need to do somersaults. You don't need to do jump on a trampoline.
You don't need to do
jump
massage
off a diving
parlors.
board. I mean, yeah, definitely stay away from massage parlors. Yeah. I mean, where do you draw the
Especially if you play
line?
for the
It's too
Texans.
much lawyer lingo.
It's a good question, but a lot of it depends on the maturity of your athlete, and I think that what it says is that Collar's immature.
Well, didn't Big
Yeah.
Ben have some kind of motorcycle?
Yeah, he had a bad motorcycle
bad
wreck.
one.
Yeah.
And then they
Early.
put in
Dude,
his
do you remember
contract.
Big Ben early on in his career?
Yeah.
He had a freaking spinner necklace.
That's
I
what
hate
gets,
it.
that's what gets the junior high girls, man.
I couldn't stand muffin grabber. I couldn't stand Big Ben. Ty can attest to that, but he ain't here. But I used to hate it, man. He had the worst fathead commercial ever. I don't know if y'all remember that, but he was like, "People in TV land get a fathead." It's like, what is it? This is special.
Yeah, I think it says a lot though about how the Cardinals honestly view Kyler.
They don't have confidence in him.
And I think they've heard
But,
some
you know-
stuff from people that Kyler might not want to be playing football much longer. Then they're trying to cover their
they're-
tracks.
But if he
Yeah.
just signed a
Then
contract, he
why
wouldn't be
give him
doing
that
that.
huge contract?
Because you had
Yeah.
to. Because you had to.
Well, that's,
It put him in a
He's
corner.
not signing that contract if he wants to go play baseball in a couple years.
That's the thing. Now, if he does, they're going to be safe. They're always going to be worried about themselves more than they're worried about the player.
Yeah.
Now they have a way out.
because-
If he goes, they can void the
All
whole
right.
contract.
So how long's the contract? 4 years?
I think it was 5.
All right. So say in 2 years, 3 years, he says I want to play baseball. He loses what, $80 million probably out of 2
Yeah.
years. If he goes to baseball right now, it's not like he's going to the MLB getting $1 million
he's
contract.
riding buses.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
But
I'm
that's
saying
why would he
all
ever-
This is for them looking out for themselves.
Why would he ever leave football with this contract?
He won't need
Yeah.
the money. At
I
that
guess
point.
what Clay's
Same
saying
reason-
is the
same
money
reason
does
Jordan
what the
left
words
basketball.
are supposed
He
to
didn't
do.
need the money
What'd you say?
when Jordan left basketball.
I think that
you can look at it the same way.
yeah, I
But you
think
gotta
Kyler's not worried about it. Like
Look at-
Kyler, I mean, he wants to play video games.
Yeah,
or
but
baseball.
I don't
he has
think
interest.
I don't think he'd walk away
They say he's the
from.
biggest video game player in the NFL.
Yeah, he's a professional at it. He's on a pro team, right? Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Donna. What is the name of
I ain't got a
the
clue.
some?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but he's a professional.
Any
He's
more
really
any
good.
more juicy details of the
That's why they have
contract?
studied stuff.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that was the
Video
big
game.
stuff.
I do-
If you're Arizona too, though,
Maybe they should.
you need
maybe
to
should
be
be
careful
playing Madden.
because
Yes.
you think about what you were before.
It has a no video game clause as well.
You've got a franchise quarterback.
You were terrible.
Yeah.
You weren't making the playoffs. You weren't relevant. He shows up. Okay, say he's not watching the film like he should be. He's still taking you to the playoffs. He's making you relevant.
Yeah, get him a mentor. Don't put it in his
Dude,
contract.
how tall is he? He looks like he's like
5'9",
5'8".
5'10".
Yeah, I think.
I don't think
5'9".
he's that tall.
I mean, he just looks so much
he's
smaller
like
out there
5'9".
compared to all those other guys around him.
God, he looks so much faster
No, but even
than all the other guys.
yeah,
too.
he is faster.
Watch them little feet chop.
He's a freaking talent, man.
Pick him up, put him down.
And probably one of the best arm talents in the league.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's crazy for his size.
Exactly.
And I think that if he would
Saw those video
study,
games.
But
Heck yeah.
he's won everywhere he's went.
if he
So
would
why-
study,
why-
That's with the
why-
process.
He's
why
like the best
change?
Texas high school quarterback ever.
Ever. I mean, he won the Heisman.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, why try to change him now?
Because-
he is what he is.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I mean, he's
You
not,
drafted
You know he was
Yeah,
playing
he's-
video games in high school
you
when he
knew
was
he wasn't
leading
watching a
Allen
lot
to
of
four
film.
four
you knew
championships.
He was ad-libbing half the time he was on the field. That's
Because
what he is.
the
Well,
difference-
I think it makes the team look bad putting it in there, not just
The whole
him.
organization.
Yeah, the whole
You don't have
organization.
faith in him.
it was poorly handled.
If it bothers us, imagine being a Cardinals fan.
But hey, it got out because it got out for a reason.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah, they're
leaked
trying to
that.
make it
Nothing
known.
nothing gets
Yeah.
out unless they
Oh, well,
want
they
it.
read
Exactly.
These, people are reading these things, looking for stuff.
When's the last time you heard somebody sign a contract and hear those kind of details in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
That's true.
There's a reason why it come out.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
There's
ma-
been a
maybe
real
make the
issue.
organization
yeah,
look
there's.
bad.
But
exactly.
imagine. Okay, stop and think. You're a GM. Your family, wealth, whatever, rides on this guy who is a young, probably mature for his age, but maybe immature for the position. And you're about to have to pay this guy $40 million a year, and you don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Like he scrubs his Instagram account. Like, bro, what are you doing, man?
I hate that
My
crap,
whole
too.
organization is riding on you. Like, I feed my kids because of you, and you're scrubbing your Instagram account.
Like
Yeah,
grow
that
up.
could be some bad blood.
I hate that. I hate it's the first thing people do, man. Like grow up. Nobody cares.
And then he was
about
like, "Oh,
that
it
junk.
didn't mean nothing. I'm
Yeah.
just a
That
kid."
seemed like it was so
Bull crap.
long ago when that happened.
And
It does.
it's
That-
only
it
been
feels
like
like
3 news
forever ago.
cycles.
So I think we said this episode was going to be 30 minutes. We are 11 in.
Yeah, sorry.
And we're talking about an NFC player. We're talking about.
It was big news. We had to discuss that.
I wanted to bring that stuff up earlier, but that wasn't the kind.
Well, there's two more bits
sport
of
we were
football news I
going
want to
with.
mention
Yeah,
before
this
we
is a
go.
football
I
podcast.
do not think you can be a top tier, and I'm talking about the tippy top NFL quarterback in the league without intense film study. I think the defenses. I think saying that you can scoot by on athletic ability on your own is an insult to the defense.
Well, you just call it practice and say, "Hey, bud, we're having practice."
We talking about practice.
We're talking about
We're talking about
Playoff
practice.
I got two more little NFL things I want to talk before we do AFC
well.
South.
Hey, we're on a roll.
It's our NFL mini show.
Hey,
Yeah.
on that right quick. Doesn't that what Mahomes do? He ad-libs.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Mahomes spends
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
So
I
many-
mean, they
watch
kind of
that.
ad-libbing. They're going off their athletic ability.
Lamar
But
Jackson.
I think they have
put him
both.
in that
though.
category.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're watching
They don't.
film.
They don't.
They're not
stud-
watching
they're not
Breeze and
Peyton.
Peyton and them.
But they're watching and they're doing their diligence.
Yeah, but I think you can go off your athletic ability.
You don't
We're seeing
have to
that.
tell Patrick Mahomes to get his butt in the film room.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would ever. Andy Reid wouldn't let that kind of stuff leak out if it did.
No, he
Yeah.
I mean, he's smarter than that.
There's,
I mean,
you're right. There's a lot of dysfunction in that.
You got a head coach at Arizona that's not in the position he probably needs to be anyway, Cliff
Yeah.
Kingsbury. So I mean, there's a lot of unorganization in that, and that organization's never been known for a great run organization anyway. I mean, if it wasn't for Kurt Warner, Arizona hadn't been relevant since we've been alive. I mean, really.
Hey, Carson Palmer gave him some years.
Hey,
Took him to the NFC
Larry
championship.
Fitzgerald, bud.
Yeah,
They were
Did Fitz ever retire? I don't
he's
think
still
he
not
had.
official.
Yeah, he's traveling, man.
We
Kurt
can use
Warner,
him as a fourth.
Kurt
and
Warner
Nova.
got Larry Fitz out there. I mean,
Man,
that's who.
That was a
He's
duo.
going to Tampa Bay.
I was about to bring up
Hey.
Tampa Bay. Julio. We haven't talked about that.
I mean, how much else we got in the tank?
I don't know. It's
There's
freaking
gotta be
Julio.
Julio back in the freaking division.
Didn't it make you
it's-
cringe a little bit
he
as a
leaves
Saints
and he
fan?
comes
Weren't you
back.
like, ugh?
Oh yeah, I was pissed off because the day
Yeah.
before I said that the Bucks aren't winning double-digit games, and they just had probably the
Yeah,
best
Clay,
wide receiver
Clay
in the decade.
Exactly.
Clay said
Dude.
they didn't got no receivers. Goodwin's gonna be out. I'm like, Clay, they got receivers.
How
And then
about
boom, there you go.
Tannehill
And he will
losing
have a heck of a
Julio
year.
and AJ Brown?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot he was in Tennessee
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
year.
Birds call me.
Is he gonna play tight end? I mean, he's got the size of a tight end now. I mean, let him replace Gronk's
They've
spot.
got so many wide
He's
receivers.
kinda
They've got
big.
8 that need to be on that roster.
everybody wants to catch a birdie ball for you.
I'm assuming Brashad Perryman is
Everybody
gone.
wants a chance to win a Super Bowl.
Brashad Perryman be one of them gone, but they went out of their way to re-sign him this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird.
I will never have another Tom Brady. As much as I love Peyton Manning and Drew Brees, like, dude, ain't nobody coming to play with Tom or play with Peyton or Drew at the end of their career like Tom's having.
Well, because Tom still got an arm.
Peyton had Wes Welker
on his finger.
Peyton and Drew didn't have an arm at the end.
Yep.
I mean, Tom still has an arm. He's still
Tom's a
give it to
robot.
him, and he spreads it out.
He must have sold his soul to the devil. There's
Absolutely did.
Other explanation.
Yeah.
Just like on Little Nicky.
And Julio's going to be kind of like the OBJ of the Rams. I don't think they're going to probably play him much early. They're going to wait for when they need him down the stretch.
Well, they need him early.
How much value did Julio bring last year to the Titans?
I don't think he caught a touchdown.
It'll be twofold. With
now,
Tampa
that was
Bay.
a bad team.
The thing is, though, they need Julio week 1 through 4.
I don't think they did.
We looked at their schedule last week.
Look at Brady's career in September and October. He
Yeah.
don't give two craps about that. Watch his stats go.
He'll throw it to a fellow.
I mean, he'll just throw it to somebody, and all of a sudden he'll just start throwing 350, 400-yard games, and come November, December when it matters. He doesn't care about September. He's going to let them young guys go out there, get some chemistry with them, and then come November, December, he wants his Godwin, Evans, Julio, those kind of guys.
I don't think Julio's going to be relevant. I think he's just kind of riding the coattails.
No.
Julio was never a big touchdown guy anyway. He was just a
He
yard
never was
guy.
a touchdown guy. Yeah.
But man, the yards he would put up. He'd have 200 yards and no touchdowns.
I'm going to say nothing.
Multiple
300
times.
yards for me.
Against me.
No
It
touchdowns.
was against me.
I'm going to say nothing on
God, I
Julio
hate
until I
Julio.
see him play with Brady, because Brady can just make things happen sometimes. So I want to wait to see. He was at Tannehill, and you already had A.J. Brown. I mean, I'm not really sure that offense wasn't really known for just slinging it all over the yard anyway. And so I don't know if that was a good fit for him. So I don't know if we really saw the real Julio that year.
The last thing before we do the AFC South preview, Kevontae Turpin signed a 3-year deal with the Cowboys, supposedly.
I was going that was my next thing, yeah.
I mean, the only person that's confirmed it is Aaron Dietrich, so I don't know. I haven't seen Schefter tweet it yet.
I went to Schefter's
I don't think
tweet.
Schefter's going to tweet that.
3 years? 3 years. That's the weird thing.
How do we go from not being in the league to all of a sudden 3 years?
3 years.
USFL.
Did Dallas have an injury today in training camp?
They've been working him out for like a week or so now.
But a 3-year deal,
Like,
that's
him,
just so weird
he
for his
would've
first
took
time in the NFL.
He even took a 1-year training camp deal. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
They must really
For
like what they
minimum.
saw in the USFL.
That's the only thing that makes me think it's not fully true.
Who was their return guy last year?
Ooh.
Probably Pollard
Yeah, probably.
So
or Woods.
Which that might tell you right there. Pollard's about to
or
get a lot of heavy.
Woods Wilson.
Pollard's about to get a heavy load. I think they
Maybe.
brought him in for return. And
I could see
Pollard.
that.
Oh,
yeah.
if he got brought in, it's definitely just for that, I think.
I mean, he's not.
He'll be a guy.
He's a gadget guy, but he's not a receiver. He ain't gonna be out there running routes, is he?
If Hardy can play for the Saints, then he can play for the
Hardy.
Cowboys.
I think Hardy's a lot better than Turpin.
But I mean,
but they're similar. They're small
they
speedsters.
Are. But Hardy's a route runner type
And
guy.
Turpin was on his way to the NFL from TCU if he didn't screw up.
Yeah.
You know, he had a great freshman year.
Speaking of Hardy, we had another player change their name, and it's actually a Colt, Shaquille Leonard.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Instead of Darius. Yeah. So let's get into this. We're going to start with, let's go with the Jags. They had the number 1 pick, worst record. They had Urban Meyer, so that was fun.
Worst record back-to-back years.
Yeah.
It just fell apart.
Repeat.
So
Number 1 pick 2 years in a row.
you know, I don't know what the list of like worst all-time NFL head coaches would be, but I feel like he's got to be on the list.
Him and
that was
Hugh Jackson.
Him and no, what's his face? Kitchens.
And speaking
Freddie
of
Kitchens won 7 games.
Speaking
Hugh
of
Jackson has to be right to the top.
Hugh went 0-16 and then like 1-15. Like,
But we want you on the podcast one day,
Yeah.
Ray.
Please come on.
Come on, Ray. Hook us up.
It wasn't
bud.
your fault, I
He was the coach
swear.
of the year one year, and they were wanting him to do that.
Yeah.
That's my understanding.
Yeah, like they fired him for doing his job. And they paid him to do it.
Yeah.
He did a really good job.
It wasn't your fault.
So speaking of the Cardinals, big signing for the Jaguars was Kurt.
Ugh.
That made no sense to me.
4 years,
the money he
$72
got.
million.
$72 million.
And he's
37
good, but he's
carries.
never
Who are
been
they-
like a superstar.
Who are they?
He showed flashes,
Who are
but
they
nothing
competing
great.
against?
themselves.
I mean, exactly. There's no way nobody was trying to.
That
give
was
him that kind of
we
money.
have a lot of money. Let's give it to him.
We got to find a
I
receiver.
didn't.
It'll look
I
good
didn't
on
understand
paper.
that.
Yeah, they were
And,
panicking. We got to have a receiver.
I mean, Evan. They
Give him
gave
some money.
Evan Ingram a 1-year deal, which is cool, but like he's one of those guys that just has never
Injuries,
panned
man.
out.
I saw him
Well,
drop
he's never been
drop a
healthy.
slant route the other day in practice.
Injuries.
Yeah, he's never lived
And
up
then
to it, and
Zay
he's burned me
Jones
on
was weird,
fantasy
too.
several
Yeah,
years.
Zay Jones, 3 years, $24 million.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's a lot of money for a guy that doesn't
And
do
then
nothing.
Cam Robinson signed his franchise tag, but then later agreed to a 3-year, $54 million deal.
Probably had another car accident.
He probably has some weird contract clauses like stay away from Monroe Zoo.
Yeah.
So,
Dang.
I would love to read
One
his.
player
We need a Monroe Zoo.
No
counter.
tigers.
Ask him what Glock he carries under his seat.
I tried to, I watch a lot of SEC ball, and man, it's a lot of times you can tell
There's
guys
Arden
that
Key.
are going to be just fit in the NFL.
Laquan.
Dude,
that one,
it's never
shocked
made sense to me. Yes.
I really thought he was going to be a great NFL player.
I thought he was going to be a stud.
He has all the tangibles. You just look at he's
Like
never,
good route runner
It
type
has
guy.
never made
Yeah,
sense.
exactly.
He was a Viking, right?
Viking, as he
Yes.
drafted him.
Why couldn't he have been Jefferson? Like, honestly.
Why couldn't he been Diggs?
Yeah.
I mean, he reminds me of that kind of
Anybody,
a player.
man.
Yeah.
Like, I've never understood his path.
Captain Kirk.
They also gave Brandon Sheriff 3 years, $50 million. That's a big deal. The Jags do that every year.
Who?
Offensive lineman.
Yeah, they do that every year. They always sign an offensive lineman
He's
to a crazy
40,
deal.
He ain't fast. That was his problem.
Yeah.
4'6".
What are they going for
Well, I
down
think
there? Are they trying to be a
that's how Diggs,
defensive
kinda around
team?
Diggs.
What is their identity?
I think they're just trying not to be the worst team in the NFL.
I don't know.
I do like the coaching hire, though. I like the Doug
I know
Peterson.
Peyton's big on the Doug Peterson
I think
hiring.
that's a great.
He's a great coach.
I really think. I think that's.
That's the best thing they've done in the offseason for sure.
I think that's probably their first true coach. Golly,
How many games do y'all think they win for real?
Well,
I'd have to look.
We'll
through
get to
this.
that.
yeah, we'll get to that. We usually
So,
break
y'all
that.
see
Yeah.
where,
before we,
I'll pull up their
I mean, we
schedule.
got to talk about Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, underwhelming rookie campaign.
Yeah, not
but
much
I
to
think
say.
the biggest news to come out of that rookie campaign is that he is more raw and less refined than we really understood.
Oh, yeah.
He got a lot of his flaws. Got
So
hid in
so
Clemson.
much for that Andrew Luck Peyton Manning comparison. Because he was supposed to be the greatest talent since Luck and you know,
touchdown.
I mean, and after 1 year in the
For
league,
sure, number one pick.
after 1 year in the league, there's
Can't miss.
there's legitimate questions if he's going to be the best quarterback in this class.
And look, I don't.
And no one expected that.
And nobody.
I
And
don't know.
he's not even the best quarterback in that class out of that division.
David Mills.
Davis
David
Mills.
Mills.
That's
Davis
right.
Mills, absolutely.
Stanford
As far
boy.
as right now, yeah.
Yeah,
Now-
played. But I do think obviously he has the higher ceiling, and I do think he's going to put it together, especially with Peterson. I don't think that's given what he had last year. He's in a so much better situation.
Stability.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he improved throughout the year.
I feel like, and I
Yeah.
don't know this for a fact, I feel like he was undercoached so bad at Clemson. I felt like he never got better from his freshman year to his junior year.
I can agree with
I felt like
that.
he actually
Yeah.
I thought he was
downgraded.
better.
Yeah, I thought he
his
regressed.
freshman.
His freshman year was
Yeah.
his best year, and he just
Yeah,
kept getting worse.
by far.
I've never felt like he was coached well there, and I feel like that's why you used to see him, which he's been in a bad
Well,
situation. ever since
didn't we
he
see
drafted.
just the same situation with the guy that's there now, right? What's his name? Everyone said he's going to go like number one.
Ugalugale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
DJ.
Didn't he play his freshman year and it was good?
Best year,
and then
he
last
had.
year he sucked.
was
Yeah,
terrible.
Lawrence did he miss a few games?
He played for Lawrence,
And
like
he threw
against
like
Notre
5
Dame.
touchdowns.
Whenever
And
Trevor
played really
had
good.
COVID,
Had
yeah.
almost
Yeah, that's
450
right, that's
yards,
right.
something like
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
everybody
everyone's
was like,
like,
"Oh my
And then it
god!"
was like,
Yeah.
wait, is he a system
And
guy?
then week 1, they put up 3 points on Georgia.
He lost his starting job last year. So.
Yeah.
I mean, he was the number one prospect out of high school, and was like one of the top prospects coming out of high school in a long
Is
time.
Clemson ruining quarterbacks?
Hey,
Sorry,
y'all
next segment.
remember Kelly
I
Bryant?
hope so.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
absolutely.
Kelly Bryant.
Dude, he was a stud.
That was
man.
before Deshaun Watson.
No, it
No, it was
before
right
Trevor.
after.
It was
Yeah.
right before
He was-
Trevor.
he
It was in
bridged that
between.
gap.
That's right.
He left so Trevor could basically.
He came from Missouri, maybe?
Yeah, he came from.
Yeah.
No, he went to Missouri.
Oh, after Trevor got there?
After Trevor
Okay.
got there, he transferred
Deshaun,
to Missouri.
the Michael Jordan of football, but also the
Robert Kraft of
There
a
you
player.
You
like that?
Allegedly.
Another name to spell Clay.
Oogalooga. No, I don't know that one.
Well, speaking of Clemson,
He had almost as many touchdowns.
Travis Etienne, they say he's looking good right now.
Yeah, which he missed the entire the entire season.
And James Robinson,
training camp.
James Robinson, he didn't have Achilles.
No, that was
Etienne
had that.
No, I'm talking about didn't he?
Robinson got hurt too.
Yeah, Robinson went down too.
Was his Achilles too?
I want to
It
say
might
it
have
was.
been.
Or did ETN tear his ACL?
I think Etienne was ACL.
But Robinson's going to.
Yes,
Robinson
Robinson had
was
an Achilles.
So he's probably not going to start the year.
Spell
Uh-uh.
Etienne.
Yeah, there's no way he's coming back
Etienne's
from
going to
that.
get the
When was
starting
the
job
injury?
probably.
Look at you go.
During the
I'm
year.
from Louisiana. You know?
last year?
Come on now.
Robinson, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he'll be back for that.
Yeah,
They
but you
said
know,
he's on the PUP list right
There-
now.
There's a terrible picture of him.
His dang.
oh, he had the Ben Simmons injury.
Louis Frank.
That's a rough one, man. That's a hard one to get over.
Hey, talk to us about that.
Yeah, it's not good,
Yeah.
man. That's,
Oh, here we go.
leaves you with
Here
a
we
lot of
go.
We've been
Chronic
waiting on
foot
this.
pain.
All right,
man.
Doc.
Yeah.
Tell him what the injury is. Tell him symptoms and prognosis.
I think that's the Ben Simmons
Dang,
injury,
guy,
right?
You put me on the spot, man. I'm not a podiatrist.
All you got to do is read it
You're
off.
ortho.
No, I can't even see the TV. No, very, very bad injury of your foot, man.
I gotcha.
Where you break your metatarsals.
But he done it like, was it preseason or the first game of the year? I mean, it was like
preseason.
So
He
so
never
he's had a
played a
whole year.
He hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't
It's
played.
something though that
a down.
you can be left with chronic pain with, even if you get it fixed and surgery goes well. Yeah, that's not a good one to have.
Dude, he was so nasty in college, though, man.
He's always gonna be the one that got away, you know.
Who did he play
From
for in
the
high
LSU
school?
Era.
Yeah,
Jennings.
Jennings. His brother just left too.
His brother's over there now.
Go to Clemson, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Dang.
So
He's the one that got
some of
away.
their defensive guys, Arden Key, 1 year, $7 million.
LSU.
Yeah.
They also got Darius Williams from the Rams, I believe, little small fella.
DJ Shark.
3 years, $30 million.
Was he the Hard Knocks guy? That was hilarious.
I don't think so. I think we always think it is, but it's not.
Yeah, I
They're
think we've been down that road.
their two end rushers will be LSU boys. Now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Key
Chase
there.
on.
Jason's there.
Who is
Josh Allen will
Foy?
be there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Did y'all hear
Foy
what-
Alukum?
He's from the Falcons or Colts.
He
I don't
got
know
paid a
where he
lot
was
of money.
last year.
Falcons? I think.
$45 million.
Yeah.
Josh Allen,
28 fully
he took
guaranteed.
did y'all hear what he said about?
How many
Well,
tackles
kind of
did he
about
have
Urban
last
Meyer.
Oh, yeah,
He's talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
how we're being run so much more professional now. I mean, he took a big shot.
Good for him for
Foyer
speaking
was a
out.
Falcon, yeah.
Yeah, I
think he had a crazy 40 time, huh? Yeah, 4.48.
He was he's kind of one of the freak guys, I think.
Yeah.
I worry about them overpaying for these cats. Though.
Well, that's what they have to do to
They
try to
have
convince
to.
them to come
That's
to
the
Jacksonville.
only way they'll come.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, and it worked when they made Saxonville. They overpaid for, like, Calais Campbell, Marcel Darius.
They paid for that defense, basically.
Yeah.
She said. You could have gone down. Go ahead and say it. That's the only way they can make them come down there.
That's what she said. Now I feel dirty.
I thought you were talking about Saxonville.
That was the serve on volleyball, and you spiked it. There you go.
I know. I was over here like.
We're breaking down volleyball now. All right.
It wasn't
Yes,
quite
sir.
as bad as the Bush comment.
So who did they lose? DJ Chark.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Okay, that's what I was asking earlier.
Oh, they
So
lost
where did
him.
he go?
Okay. Where'd he go?
Lions.
Detroit.
We talked to him last week.
Yeah.
You weren't here.
That's right. I remember that now.
Miles Jack.
Andrew Norwell, who is pretty much Brandon Sheriff, a guy that came into free agency as a big time guard, got paid a lot of money, and now he's gone. Yeah, Miles Jack finally got out of there. I didn't realize that.
God, DJ Shark's career is over.
Nah. Lions are up and coming.
I like the Lions this year.
He's done.
Damian Wilson, was he a Alabama guy?
He improved his situation, Kyle.
I don't know.
Yes, he
I
did.
feel like he was. I feel like he wore number 30. I might be wrong on that.
He's not on
Minnesota.
the worst team.
Yeah, exactly.
Second worst.
Huh. That sounds like an
Went
Alabama
from the
guy.
armpit to
I
the
guess because of
butthole.
Damian Harris. I don't know.
So
what's their?
let's look at their
Shout out
schedule.
Well, go to their draft. What about that first pick? What do y'all think?
I wasn't a fan of it personally.
Big
I've
time
been on
reach.
record saying
Big
it.
time reach.
Yeah, I mean it was really weird.
It was
Are
weird.
they going
I mean, I'm
for
not-
a defensive team now?
Yeah.
Is that what-
I don't know.
Saxonville, baby.
You
I
need
would
some
consider
weapons
myself-
down
had
there.
defensive guys there that were probably better than him.
Yeah.
I would consider myself an avid football fan, and whenever it came out, probably like 2 or 3 days before the draft, that this was going to be the guy, I never heard of him, and I think that says all you need to know, that they really went above two proven guys. Or
They took a guy that wasn't the best player on his defensive line in college.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's like that high risk, high reward.
Yeah, it's just a
Are we
it's just a
talking the
project guy
Saints?
that they
Are we
want to
talking
take.
the Saints or
Yeah,
It felt like a Saints pick.
they took
honestly.
Marcus Davenport. Yeah, but second, Devin
It felt
Lloyd.
like a Tyson Jackson pick to me.
Yeah,
He has the look. He has the ability.
or
never
like a
showed it in
Mingo, a
college.
little bit of Mingo.
Had some, kind of a Mingo.
Mingo showed
The
Played against
upside.
Tyson in high
Yeah,
school.
Jackson never really showed it to
Looked
me
like
in
a predator
LSU.
monster.
I mean, he had the size, the ability, the athlete, but he never showed it. He never was dominant in college.
Yeah.
He reminds me of that.
Now,
You don't
can,
waste a number 1 pick on a maybe.
Yeah,
you
can
know.
the Jags develop them?
It's got to be a sure thing.
Can the Jags make that development?
Oh, sure.
I mean,
DC.
I don't even know. Chance, Google.
Give us a look up right there.
Well, while we're doing that, talk about Devin Lloyd. I think that's a great pick. Did he have medicals or did he just fall?
He's from Utah.
Well, yeah, but he was the best linebacker in the draft, probably. But I don't know why he went 27. I feel like he should have went earlier, but I don't. I know Nakobe Dean had injury problems. I can't think if Devin Lloyd did. So let me look that up.
Mike Caldwell.
Devin Lloyd was a guy I was
DC.
taking him.
Mike
Jim Bob Cooter's there.
Jim Bob Cooter.
What a name.
Jim Bob.
Jim Bob Cooter.
Who else is on their team?
Press Taylor's the offensive
Dude, Doug
coordinator.
Peterson gotten old, man.
Press Taylor looks like a guy that's going to be a
Wow.
head coach.
Go coach him.
He looks like Zach Taylor.
That fan base.
See how old you get.
Yeah.
I bet his first
Carson
name's
Wentz did that
Bench.
to him.
There he
Bench
is, Mike
Press
Caldwell.
Taylor.
Golly, he looks like my father-in-law. I'm gonna send Harley a picture.
Man, where did he?
He's a Buck. Okay, for 3 years. What was he doing there?
He was the
Inside linebackers coach. Okay.
inside linebacker.
Because, I mean, I knew he wasn't defense
That's really
coordinator.
specific.
Hey, you got
Jim
David
Bob Cooter come from Detroit.
and Devin White as your linebackers. Yeah, that'll make you look good.
Yeah.
Detroit
Yeah.
and now the Jags.
And Tom Brady to bring in
So
whoever the
from
crap he
butthole to
wants.
the armpit.
Yeah. I don't know any other person on their staff.
Go back.
Oh, they got a woman.
check.
Well, Detroit got rid of Jim Bob, so
Go back to
Yeah.
the draft.
Assistant
board
to the
there.
head football
They go to their
coach.
draft. So they took 2 linebackers kind of early. Chad Muma
Yeah.
from Wyoming.
You
He's
lost
another
Miles
guy.
Jack.
Yeah.
You had to replace him there.
Yeah.
They didn't bring
But
anybody in.
they brought the
really.
Foye Luke.
Well, the
Yeah.
Foye Luke, yeah.
I mean, Muma's probably like a project. Wyoming,
They
obviously.
took a center and a running back. That was it. Those were the only two
Snoop
offensive
Connor.
players.
Snoop.
And
Yeah.
then we got a guy from
Yeah.
Ouachita Baptist. That's
Hey.
always a fun place to.
Hey.
OCS?
Did Peyton
No
Mitchell
way.
play against
they were
them?
in my, they were in my conference.
Right out of high school?
They were in my conference. They sure were.
They changed the rule.
What city's that in, Peyton? You
That is
remember?
in
There
Arkadelphia.
we go.
Arkadelphia.
I was gonna
It's
guess Conway.
They've had guys come out to the
Crazy,
league.
crazy. I'm going to tell you a little scoop here. Ouachita Baptist and Henderson State, the road divides them. They're right beside each other, 2 universities.
It's like Duke, North Carolina.
When they play in football games, they go to their own locker rooms at halftime. At their,
Whoa.
yeah, like, I mean, they literally just walk across the
That's
road. And
cool.
go, yeah, like it's pretty. It's a cool rivalry actually. There's a lot of good stories and stuff that's come through those 2 programs over the years. But
I wonder if any athletes ever transferred.
Going
across the street, coach.
I'm leaving.
They met a girl at a party. They're like going across the street. Yeah.
It's a better system over there.
So what do y'all set the
Yeah,
over under
go to
at
that
on
schedule
wins?
again.
5.
Yeah.
They won 4.
No,
last year.
I would put
They won
$100
4?
they don't.
They won 4
They're
last
not
year.
Did they
gonna
really?
win
I'm pretty
five.
sure they did.
Name the
they
5
won
they're going to
3.
win.
They won
3. We looked it up last.
Okay, 3.
I don't.
Who's the 5 they're going to win? No way, man.
I mean, they could beat Houston.
Dallas.
They could beat Washington.
They
week
might
one.
The
beat
Giants.
Washington,
They could beat the
yes.
Giants.
Those are maybes. though.
Detroit.
There's no guarantee.
They're
wins
definitely
on
going to
the
beat
list.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
We know they're going to beat Indianapolis
I think
because they knocked them out last year.
Yeah, at least once.
True.
I think 5. I think that's I think that could be a.
I think it's like 3.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Because
I'm thinking 3.
I'm
maybe.
going
I
3.
feel
Out of
like
the playoffs.
I feel like a decent coach is going to at least get you 1 game by itself.
Oh no.
I mean,
Sure.
you getting
We'll know week 1.
You're getting both running backs back.
They got a shot against the
Trevor
Jets.
Lawrence
The
has
Jets,
another year.
They got a shot
Houston,
against Tennessee. They played Tennessee
They could
twice.
they could win their last 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Possibly
they
4
can
if they beat
split
Dallas.
against those 3 teams.
Cowgirls.
They should.
And the Colts.
That should be the
Hey,
goal,
that back
right?
end of the schedule is looking pretty favorable
Detroit.
outside Baltimore.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't Tennessee.
Detroit,
Well,
Tennessee,
your
Dallas,
two
New
hardest
York.
games are at
After
home.
the bye week,
Yeah.
Dallas and Baltimore at home. Everything else is on the road. But
Dude,
you could
yeah,
win
I think 5 or 6
And
wins is
they'll
realistic.
get better. Should get better as the year goes.
That's a good point.
I say 5 still. 5 would be a great season.
Trevor ain't gonna have no.
He's going to take a step, and if you get ETN,
Kirk
and
ain't
James
a guy.
Robinson going with Doug Peterson coaching them, I mean they're not.
Look up their receivers.
I forget about
There's got to be
ETN.
something else.
That's when it gets bad.
Yeah.
Who
They don't
though?
have receivers.
There's got to be
Sharks
somebody.
gone.
They're going to double Kurt.
Marvin Jones, LaVisca still there.
Kirk's not a true
Yeah,
one
LaVisca
anyway.
I like some LaVisca.
Chart was the only thing they had there for a little while.
LaVisca can do it. If they give him the ball. They just don't give him the ball. But I mean, I think
I felt like
five's
they
a
would
good
go
season.
after a big name receiver not named
They did.
Kirk.
Yeah,
How tall is he?
Jamal
Isn't he
Agnew's a
little guy,
returner.
like 5'10"?
Yeah.
Zay Jones.
Oh, yeah, they did the big signing of Zay
Should
Jones.
they have gotten a wide receiver where they got a running back?
Marvin Jones Jr.
Come out in the 3rd or the 4th?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, Marvin Jones, LaVisca Chenault, Christian Kirk, Zay Jones.
ETN is going to be a weapon.
ETN will play the slot probably a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were trying him at last year.
They were doing that with them last year, I want to say.
Yeah, because they had James Robinson. So.
Man, they got some guys on this receiver list that I've never heard of in my life.
So let's go 5. 5 is a great season.
There's a chance they win.
I think they could win 6.
more than last year, though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if they win 3 or 2 again.
I mean,
Could they get the number 1 pick 3 years in a row?
No, they're a top. They're still a top 5.
Just get it every year.
3-peat, baby.
But they can win 5 games and still get that top 5 spot.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, enough of them. They suck.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other team that sucks, Texans. So their biggest story,
Jeff
Deshaun Watson.
Driscoll.
Deshaun Watson is gone.
Tech legend, baby.
They got every Browns draft pick for the next 1,000 years. Yeah.
Browns pulled a Ricky Williams there.
Yeah.
I read where they enter with 19 rookies on that team.
Ooh, wait.
That is not good.
So Brandon Cooks signs a 2-year deal, which is 1 year longer than he's been.
Well, one thing about
Brandon Cooks had a sneaky, really, really good year.
He gets 1,000 every year.
Brandon Cooks
really good
is going to
year.
have a
And he
sneaky
was
Hall of
double
Fame
teamed.
career.
He was double teamed every game. but
Yeah.
Still.
On a team that was trying to lose.
What was that I read?
Before we even go into this, Houston, the Levy Smith hired. I mean, come on.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? I mean, he's way past his prime on coaching.
He's got a fantastic beard.
He was terrible when he was at Illinois. He was terrible for that. And that, I mean, how does he keep landing jobs?
How do people fail up?
He
all
looks
the
like
time?
a
I
looks like a
don't
football
know.
guy.
Ask Derek Dooley. Remember him from
Yeah.
Tech?
I like
Every
Derek
time he
Dooley
got
as an
fired-
AD though.
Every time he got
He got
fired,
hired-
though, he got a promotion.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, I
After
mean,
Tech, we didn't fire him.
if
He
you're
left.
Houston, though, okay, you hired Levy Smith. Your hire last year was even worse. Like, what are we doing here?
Who was last year?
The Baltimore guy.
Oh. Well, he did a solid job, too. I thought he even deserved another year.
He's never even been a coordinator in his career. And he's like 60
Yeah,
something.
but, I mean, Houston last year performed well.
They played hard.
Yeah.
Davis
I mean,
Mills.
And they weren't
could be
the
a
worst
guy.
team in the NFL. Like, they won a couple games.
They
But
should've-
they also had some other games where they were close. Kind of like Detroit.
Yeah.
They're in that area where they compete,
have-
but they don't win.
I see a little more future in Detroit.
Yeah,
than I do
for
too.
sure.
Oh,
For sure.
Yeah,
I hate Detroit. I don't know what y'all
I don't
see
see
over
no future
It
for
was
Houston.
fun to watch, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Underdog.
Detroit. I love watching
Yeah.
Detroit play last year.
Fun
Actually,
football.
That it was.
On Thanksgiving.
coach. Their
That's the only
coach.
time I
Heck
watch.
yeah.
I do like their
He
coach.
was into
They
it.
better not get rid of him.
Campbell was all.
Pencil guy.
Yeah.
So
No,
Brandon
no.
Cooks
Dan
was
Campbell's
thrown
there,
to
Kyle.
134 times and caught
Tight end
90.
coach for Saints.
That's crazy.
1,000 yards.
He's gotten 1,000 every year except for
90
the.
catches.
Did he get hurt that
134
year
passes to him.
with 500
Hey,
yards?
what's the total?
What happened?
What's the receiving yards year after year?
What happened in 2019?
What?
He only had 583
COVID,
yards.
Who?
No, he played 14 games. Brandon Cooks. That's
That was
weird.
for the Rams.
Goff.
He had other people. He had
It was
golf.
Jared Goff.
Click that Rams team. No, you clicked the wrong
I
thing.
clicked the year.
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't.
That's weird. 583 yards.
There was, if I remember correctly, there was some rumblings in the locker room. It was kind of like the Saints all over again. I don't think
Goff threw for 4,600 yards.
I don't
What
think.
the crap?
I don't think
That
they
was
were
definitely
G-having.
Goff's best year.
Cooper
Cooper
Kupp,
Kupp.
Robert Woods, stud.
Higbee had his year.
So, I mean, Cooks was just a third and just didn't get the ball.
And
Yeah.
they traded so much for him too.
That's weird. Well, he's been traded for a first-round pick like 3 different times.
He had the 4th most targets. Higbee had 17 more targets.
He got traded for more than just the first round. The Rams gave a good bit for him, if I remember.
I don't know. I think the Patriots traded for him for a first. The Rams traded for him for a first, and I think Texans did it too.
Cook is putting together a Hall of Fame career just based on his stats. I just hate to see him travel so much.
And can do it on a terrible team like that.
Yeah.
You know,
with the quarterback that doesn't really, no one even knows who you are.
That's the most impressive thing to me.
One thing about the contract thing that I was looking at, there's not a lot of money on that.
Yeah. What is it, 2 years, $39 million?
No, I'm not talking about his contract specifically. I'm talking about as a team. I think that's a good contract.
I was going to say, that's $20 million.
About the other guys they signed?
No, yeah.
I'd have paid him.
They didn't invest a whole lot.
Well, what they do and what they did last year, which is what I kind of like, they took a lot of guys that have a little bit of experience and are just kind of looking for like a rejuvenation of their career.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you got guys, Christian Kirksey. I mean, he was a really good linebacker in Cleveland, kind of got hurt a little bit. Now he's back down here. Terrence Brooks, that's a good vet that's been around for a while playing safety. Steven Nelson, Desmond King.
I mean, they tried with David Johnson as well.
Yeah.
Scroll back up on that list.
Cooks must be a good locker room guy.
Yeah, they had a lot of...
Marlon Mack, that's one. That's a good running back.
Marlon Mack's good.
That's right.
Yeah. And Royce Freeman was...
Freeman's not bad.
Yeah, he was running it for a while, too.
Yeah. I mean, look how many people they just signed.
Yeah, they did the exact same thing last year. Because they got the guy from New England, right? Caserio or something, that's their GM.
Yes.
They got the ultimate backup, Jeff Driscoll.
Heck yeah. And crap, Kyle Allen started games.
Rolls-Royce Freeman.
Now go to their draft. We got the big Stingley, number 1, huh?
Yes, sir.
Dude, and I'm excited to watch him play because, I mean, watching him lock up JJ and those other LSU receivers when he come in, I think he wasn't even a freshman yet. He was in high school.
He's in high school practicing for the bowl game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, nasty, man. I think...
Wonder why on this list they don't have LSU by his name, but they have all the other colleges by his name.
I guess is it understood he's from LSU or something? I don't know.
Oh, that's weird.
Did he enter the draft as independent because he set out?
Maybe.
That had to be what it is.
They listed him when he was...
They announced him
he had
as
his
that.
pro day at LSU.
Yeah, he did. That's probably just a typo.
Yeah, they just...
But he could have went number 1 overall.
I thought he was. And I think if he would have played...
If he could have left after his freshman year, he would have been number 1.
If he would have played his junior year, I think he would have been number 1. Especially in this. This was the class to do it.
Yeah, no true quarterback.
And no defensive lineman, obviously, that nobody really loved. I think this would have been the year to actually quarterback.
Was it Mayock that said he's going to be the best player out of this draft?
Yeah. And it was crazy.
I believe it.
It was crazy. His dad, I listened to an interview, it was his freshman year in college. He said he said he'll be the first pick. He believed he'd be the first pick overall in the draft.
Well, dude, watching him...
He almost was.
His dad's been grooming him and training him for so long, man.
Watching him cut up with JJ and Jamar...
That was some of the best Pratt's
They
videos.
said he was the best corner on the team before he was on the team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So looking at their draft, lot of SEC.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got LSU, A&M, Bama, Florida, LSU.
Yeah, you got Mechie, huh?
Well, yeah.
Well, not anymore.
Not for this year.
Yeah,
not for this year,
He's down.
poor guy.
Hey, he's leukemia.
Oh,
You
God,
ain't
that's
seen that?
right. That's right. I did see that.
He probably was going to be a contributor.
And
Oh,
hey,
easily.
Speaking of Louisiana boy, Christian Harris.
Yeah.
That one hurt too.
See
Baton
Lab?
Rouge. Lab.
Yep.
Dang, Baton Rouge Lab and he gets away from LSU.
Yeah. Austin Deculus, round 6. How old's he been? About 26?
Oh,
He's my age, I think.
He's got to be.
Yeah,
I really think
he
Yeah.
played 6 years.
He can
So
probably
is that gonna
walk
be
in
a-
and start.
That's going to be a KJ Malone contract.
I think.
Who
He won't
played
be
for the
there
Texans too
He won't be there long.
for camp anyway.
I think he has a shot if he makes it. That playing guard.
That's kind of impressive right here.
I don't think he's a tackle. I think he's a
Five?
guard.
That's pretty. He's 6'5", 320.
I mean, he went to the right team to probably
That
get
ain't
the
bad.
play.
He almost got in the 4s.
Yeah.
He's a guard in the NFL, though. He's not a tackle.
Did they lose anybody this year? Go to that.
Let's go look.
I think I saw Danny Amendola.
Deshaun Watson,
He retired.
Amendola.
Justin Reed, probably their best defensive player to the Chiefs. Yeah, he replaced Tyron.
Jordan Akins always has like one good week every year.
Yeah.
Boy, he was a monster at LSU, wasn't he?
Lonnie Johnson, he never really panned out.
No, you're thinking of Eric.
Okay.
Yeah, you're thinking of Eric
brother.
So wins probably about the same as the Jags.
No, more. 1 or 2 games.
How many did they win last year?
So y'all think Texans are going 6 or 7?
I think less.
Less? I'd say less.
Let's look at the schedule.
What did they win? What did they win last year?
Hey, they play Chicago. That's a guarantee.
They won 4 last year.
I don't think it's a guarantee.
That's probably battling
I
for
think
the
it
first
is.
pick in the draft. That game. I'm telling you.
They say Davis Mills could be a guy.
Yeah.
So
Lovie Smith is the coach.
They do play Jacksonville.
I can't get over that.
twice.
Lovie Smith at Chicago.
They can
Revenge game.
take Indy.
Revenge game.
Heck yeah.
Because Lovie has groomed so many quarterbacks in his career.
Hey, Jay Cutler.
Rex Grossman.
Exactly.
Kyle
exactly.
Jay Cutler was
Rex
solid.
Grossman took them to the Super Bowl, okay?
That defense took them to the Super Bowl.
We should have been in the Super Bowl.
Cutler was solid.
Hey, Pep Hamilton ain't a bad coordinator.
Yeah, he's been doing well.
Lovey does have a good beard.
I'm telling you, Lovey's got the best beard in sports. Maybe look at that.
James
It's majestic.
James Harden.
I don't know, but his is James Harden, but gray. Looks cooler.
Who's the defensive coordinator?
You got to scroll down
It's
for
Lovey.
that, huh? Oh, is Lovey the DC?
Yeah.
Lovey's running the freaking defense.
Heck yeah. That's how you
He
do
couldn't
that.
have cut it at Illinois. But
Because
he's going to come down
Houston
here.
didn't
He's gonna run
learn
this.
that when they had what's his face, head coach, the GM, the OC.
Charlie Weiss or
No,
Romeo
Alabama,
Cornell?
No.
Oh, O'Brien.
Oh, Bill O'Brien.
Hey, they went to the playoffs.
Yeah, and then
They
you
were up
got
like
a lot of
21-0 on the Chiefs.
He
Yeah.
traded away DeAndre Hopkins for a 5th round pick.
That was him giving them the finger on his way out the door, I
I
think.
think it was.
So
I think they're less than
I think
5.
5 is their
I think
ceiling.
that's
I think 5's a ceiling.
Same
I'd
as
say
the
4.
Jags to me, honestly.
I feel like a 3 to 4 type. 3 probably.
They'll definitely beat the
I
Browns.
mean, if they won 4 last year, you give Davis Mills another year.
Was Deshaun
Help out
playing
defense
for
a
the
little
Browns
bit
by
with
then?
like Stingley, you know.
Who's their running back?
Marlon Mack, Royce
Marlon
Freeman,
Mack, they got.
Max solid.
Yeah.
and
then Rex Burkhead's their
Rex
backup.
Burkhead is still
Burkhead's
there.
still there?
Yeah.
and Dare
Hey, he
Aguambale.
led the team in rushing last year.
Sure did.
Yeah.
He was a freaking man at Nebraska,
I think
man.
they improved this year.
And that-
They did they did something with nothing.
They're
last
going to
year.
win 1 or 2 games in here that they shouldn't.
Well, they drafted 2 starters,
Yeah.
Stingley and Harris on defense. I think
and
they're both
Green
2 day
at
one
guard,
starters.
he'll start probably.
Well, whoever wins between them and Jacksonville, that's probably going to be whoever gets the
Chicago's right
number
there.
1 pick.
Chicago's going to be right there. Them in Seattle. That's the 5 that's probably at your bottom of the league.
Yeah.
Boy, how Seattle's falling.
And I don't know if they're coming back.
All right, so Colts or Texans? Colts?
Let's go with. You mean Titans?
I mean Titans, yeah, because I think weren't there Titans a
go
freaking
Titans?
1
Come
seed?
on, Ray,
last
what
year?
They were the
you
1
got?
seed of the AFC.
Yeah, let's go Colts.
And then Joey B come to town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daddy come to town.
Papa.
Wait, Burrow played the Titans?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, first round.
I thought he played the Raiders.
Because McPherson made the kick at the end.
Who played the Raiders?
Well, they played them too. That was the wild card. The whatchamacallit's got
They
a
got a
bye.
bye.
Yeah.
They got
Titans got the
number
bye
1
because they were the
seed.
1 seed.
Oh, I forgot about that Titans
That was the
game.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one cared about it because the Chiefs and Bills were playing.
Amen.
I honestly
think
forgot that
football
game
God.
existed.
I think
Yeah.
what we ought to look at
Josh
first is
Allen.
who did they lose?
Who? The
The
Colts?
Titans.
Oh, we're talking Titans or
Oh, I
Colts?
thought we were talking Titans.
We said Titans.
Okay, well, they lost
They
AJ
lost
freaking Brown.
and
A.J.
Julio
Brown.
Jones.
Yeah.
They have no wide receivers.
They have Robert Woods.
They lost Jack Rabbit Jenkins too. Y'all remember Jack Rabbit, former Saint?
Yeah, I like how his name is literally listed as that. That's not his
Great
government name.
dreads, huh?
I feel like they got a first round receiver for sure. I think the star.
Traylon Burks.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Burks
Had
is
to.
going to be a star for him.
They had
Well,
to.
He's going to have
They
to
didn't
be.
really. They didn't
I mean,
really
who else
lose
they gonna throw it
anything.
to?
They didn't really lose anything with Julio.
He's going to step in as one of the
What
number
does
one.
that
huh?
say about Tannehill?
What? Talking about
Yeah.
can't get a
Shows they ain't worried
receiver.
about throwing
What
the
did they
ball.
sign one? Go to
you
their
need to
signings.
draft.
Well, they drafted Malik Willis.
Go to their signings.
Yeah, I forgot about Malik. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. They literally signed one wide receiver, and it's Robert Woods.
No, they acquired him in a
Yeah,
trade.
yeah, same thing.
They got Austin Hooper though, who's always just like
Eh.
a big name guy. It feels like Ben Jones is still playing
He's
center.
he's fantasy bait, and he never.
No,
I take
Hooper,
that all the time.
He had that one big year, and the next year he didn't do much.
Hooper became the third best tight end in Cleveland.
Harold Landry re-signed that big contract.
Ben Jones is a good signing there.
Yeah,
Center.
2 years, $14 million.
Yeah.
Arkansas legend, huh?
They've got to have somebody else
I
on
don't
the team.
think they're the number one seed again, though.
Oh no, they're.
I actually think the Colts are going to beat them out of the division this year.
So you don't think they win the division?
I don't think they win
I
the
don't
division
think they
either.
do either.
I think the Colts win the division.
I do too.
Yeah. I don't think they make the playoffs.
I don't either.
I mean,
I think that's the worst.
Hey, they got
division
Racing
there
McMath
is
on
right
the
there.
team.
I sure do.
He's a receiver.
That's probably the worst division in football.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think they're out.
They don't have.
they're not even
They don't
top
have.
heavy.
They don't have someone
I mean,
that
you
you
got-
can be like, oh, they could win the Super Bowl.
They're the one team in the AFC
And they got-
that made the playoffs last year. They'll miss it this year.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
absolutely.
their team right there.
And they got two of the worst teams in the league in the same division.
Yeah.
They still have Derrick Henry though.
Yeah.
Who won't make it through the year? He'll get hurt.
Yeah, more than likely.
He's got
He'll
to
get
start declining.
Yeah,
sometime.
it's gonna come.
He
He's
has
The
to.
workload's gonna
He's
catch
got
up.
to.
Hey, we
He's
can't.
a beast. Don't get me wrong.
We can't talk Titans without talking their fullback. Where's Matt Smith? Torrey Carter.
Shout out
Torrey
Matt Smith.
Carter.
Torrey Carter.
He was right on Torrey Carter.
Heck
though.
yeah, he was.
He called that.
Go to the drafts. Chance.
Shout out Matt.
You're looking at their.
I've got their depth chart here. Caleb Farley on one side and Christian Fulton on the other side. That's solid.
They had a Grambling player doing.
Chester Rogers.
Yeah, Chester.
Yeah.
He got cut.
He got cut, huh?
Well, he'll end up finding his way back to Indianapolis like he always does.
And he'll have one good week.
Yeah. So what about Malik Willis round 3? I wanted him round 1 to New Orleans. I got pissed every time that the Saints got another pick, and it just
Something had to have came out
going
about
back.
him. There had to be something.
There's nothing.
The homeless person was a setup.
No. He's a good guy.
I don't know the homeless person story. Can it be shared?
He
Yeah,
helped out
he
like a
he
homeless
gave his
person, like,
he
to
gave
the
his draft
combine.
gear or his combine gear to.
Yeah.
He got a whole bunch of gear and like there's a homeless person sitting up there and he, gave it to him.
For the
And
cameras.
found out it was his cousin.
Really?
And he was paid to sit there.
Man.
No, I like Malik Willis.
I think he just didn't play well in college. That's all it was.
Well, he played well before last year.
So okay,
Yeah.
Tannehill doesn't play great. Tennessee's off to the start we think they are. Week 6.
I don't think Willis touched the field
I
this
don't
year.
think he touches it.
Yeah.
No shot.
Okay.
And Tannehill ain't helping him out. He done
I
said.
don't want any player from Liberty.
Yeah,
man.
he does it. Screw
That
you.
that fan base starts turning on him. I guarantee you before the year's over with, he plays.
I mean,
They go from the 1 seed to you not making the playoffs. Why not throw him out there?
I think they're going to take the biggest
They're
drop.
I don't know, man. They're a great average
Because
team.
I never understood how they won games
I agree
last
with that.
year.
Nobody
it
did.
blew my mind every
Yeah, exactly.
week.
They found a way to win.
And they get the first round.
And they had 6 guaranteed wins, you would think.
They feel like the
division.
I
Colts.
do like their head coach, though. He is
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I mean,
He finds ways to win.
He'll cut something off from between his legs to win
Oh,
the
yeah,
Super Bowl.
very
He's
good.
done been on record.
He,
He said he don't need it no more.
if they win, it'll be because of the head coach.
He said he cut his stuff
I
off.
say they're
Yeah.
two, they
He
probably
said he
don't,
would
they've
cut
win
off his
2
you
less
know
games
what.
than
To
last
win a
year,
Super
but
Bowl.
they still win the division.
Jeez.
Still make the playoffs. Wild card.
I mean, they might make the
it'll be a wild
playoffs
card.
just
Yeah,
because
they'll
they'll
win
win a couple division
Well, I
games.
tell you, them the Colts,
That's why I added or something.
Titans games will be some big games.
Yeah,
They always are.
Oh,
they
yeah.
always are.
But I mean, Titans should get at least 3 wins just from Jacksonville and Texans. Every time.
Wow. Mike Vrabel was just kidding with Val to cut off his.
Oh, wait
You
a
know
minute.
what,
You
for
were
Super Bowl
serious.
win.
Dead
He literally
serious.
said it. Yeah.
He really said that because, pardon my take from Barstool, Big Cat has made a joke about that. Like every year he has a team now, he'll say, I'll cut off the tip of my pinky if they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Pinky Davenport.
That's a big difference, though. That's a big difference.
It's a big difference. Yeah. He said he'd cut it off.
That was one function with that Vrabel.
I would want to put that out there. Like, hey, everybody.
He claims he was just joking, but
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
how
think
does,
he
how
was,
does
man.
Miss Vrabel feel about that?
I wonder if that's in his
It
contract.
might not be.
I feel like he's sleeping on the couch.
He probably don't have a wife.
If you
Yeah,
win the
he
Super
loves
Bowl,
the game too much, I feel like.
Yeah. So what do y'all? How many wins did they have last year? Probably like 11, 12.
I'll give them 10. I'll give them 10, man. I'm going 10.
They ain't getting double digits this year. I don't.
They had 12 last year.
Yep.
He's
I'll
married,
go
has
10.
2 kids. He's done with kids. He's fine.
They're definitely not having 12 wins.
He don't need no more.
It's not the only purpose, man.
I think they're 8. I think they're 8 and 9.
How did they get worse though? They haven't lost anybody.
8 sounds like
They lost their
Well, they lost a lot
receiver.
of
It
receivers.
just felt last year felt like they felt too much like a miracle that they won games last year anyway.
Yeah, and they.
Well, they did it without Henry. Wasn't he hurt?
Yes.
For like most of the year?
Yeah.
He was hurt for a lot of the year.
He's gonna be a hurt.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing saying that he won't do that again. He probably will.
That guy that come in and ran for him though ran pretty good.
Who was it?
I don't remember.
Is he even on the team now?
I know you picked him up.
They drafted Hassan Haskins though, and he ain't bad from Michigan.
Yeah.
I feel like
He's about the same body type and stuff too as Henry. Not as tall, but he's a bruising back like Henry.
I feel like Ryan Tannehill.
I'm about to say
though,
same
is
body type as Henry. Henry's like
kind of
a
a
he's
Superman.
giant, but he's more
He was
considered a really
shorter,
good
but
game
he was
manager.
big.
I know
Rather
you're talking.
departure.
He had dreads.
He sure did. He might still be
Deontay
there.
Foreman.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that who it was?
And they have the
Texas.
X factor in Torrey Carter.
Oh, that was the guy that everybody thought that he was really good at Texas, but he came to the Texans and they found out he didn't love football, and then like they cut him a couple times.
Probably.
I remember that.
He's been around, yeah. Yeah, Foreman wasn't bad. He's not there now. Where's he at? Did it say?
Carolina.
Yeah,
Panthers.
Panthers. There you go. That's solid backup
Shout out
for
Baker.
Chuba and him and McCaffrey.
When
That's
McCaffrey
nice.
gets hurt, he'll
Yeah.
step right on in.
Which, Ray could have a point too. I mean, okay, they lost their whole receiver room.
Yes.
Well,
But
I don't even think
Tannehill-
we can count Julio. That didn't matter.
No, yeah.
They lost
hit one
A.J.
time.
Brown.
That's not how they got it done.
They lost
They don't
A.J.
throw the
Brown,
ball.
and they got Robert
No,
Woods
they
and
don't.
Traylon Burks. Like,
Yeah,
AJ
the receiver
Brown-
room to me is about the same, if not better.
honestly,
I like Burks.
you get multiple people.
And Woods is going to be a good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Tannehill last year,
Robert Woods will be on my fantasy team.
3,734 yards. This is what's crazy. He had 21 touchdowns and 14 picks.
Sounds about right.
I mean, like if James Winston gives those numbers this year,
How does he do
Yeah.
that with the running back he has, man? That's terrible.
that's what I'm saying. 14 picks off play action.
Yeah, this is 2022, man. This
Yeah.
ain't this ain't
And I want to
97.
say why Tittle
and
doing
only
chest
20,
passes.
only
Right.
21 touchdowns. Like, so I mean,
LSU
that's-
Hall of Famer, baby.
Is he?
NFL Hall of Fame.
their defense was also kind of better than
It's,
people
it's,
gave it.
underrated.
There's
Yeah.
because there's a lot of no namers.
Yeah,
on
it's
there.
not flashy.
Hey, and
It's all about Vrabel.
who's
Yeah.
the big offensive lineman that like?
Taylor Lewan.
There you go.
Conklin.
No, the
No,
one
Conklin's-
that
Conklin's
talks
been
smack.
He
included.
was there, but Lewan.
That has
Taylor
the
Lewan.
that has the
Big
no the
tattoo.
one-
the
well,
bussing with the boys.
yes.
Taylor
Yeah.
Lewan.
Yeah,
I like
that's Lewan.
him.
No, I mean their defense.
Ever break went
Danico
that way,
Autry, that's a solid lineman. Jeffrey Simmons, he was on my top 5 in NFL D lineman list that we didn't do the other day. Harold Landry, Zach Cunningham, Bud Dupree, Caleb Farley, Kevin Byard, probably the most underrated safety in the
Did
league.
Clowney go back there?
Christian Fulton.
No, Clowney's in
Clowney's in
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
He's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Tennessee's. If I had a bet between
They got Fat Randy at
they
kicker.
would win the division or miss the playoffs, I would still go miss the playoffs.
So they
I just-
But who are you throwing
9
in?
games, 10 games.
Colts are
Colts are going
Colts
to
are going to win the division.
Oh,
We need to write
and the
these
Colts didn't
predictions
make
down.
it, did they?
Colts. Well,
Now
and,
they got knocked out by Jacksonville the last week.
Yeah.
Of the season.
yeah, and the AFC's so deep.
The
There-
West.
Yeah, you're not going to get more than one team in that division.
Oh, absolutely not.
No,
So,
never.
I mean,
Yeah.
Unless
Even with the
unless they just
expanded
both
playoffs.
beat up on the others and win a couple other
And
games.
to be honest with you, I think the Colts all they had to do is win 9 games and they're going to win
9
the
or
division.
10.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
And that's what I
It'll
think
be
they're
like
going
the
to be.
NFC
Yeah,
East
9 or
last
10.
year.
I'm not saying the Colts
So
are going to go
let's
12
talk.
and
Let's talk Colts.
4.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
good
go
segue.
Let's talk Colts. What'd they do?
Wentz out.
What's their draft?
I mean, Matt Ryan. Let's just go there first, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the big
Matty.
thing.
That's already
I mean
makes them better.
that makes him win the division, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think he's the best quarterback in the division.
He's still got a little left in the tank. I think if Atlanta had a better roster, he'd still be there and probably still win and beat the
Yeah,
Saints every
is
I
he-
like them
Nobody was
drafting
more
a wide
disappointed than
receiver
Cam
early.
Jordan.
Does he have a better receiver room now than he did last year? I mean, he's got Michael Pittman
Well, he didn't have Calvin Ridley last year, so I'd say
for
yes.
most of the year. Yeah.
I'd say yes.
Yeah, all he had was
I mean, it's Kyle
Russell
Pitts.
Gage last year and Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts versus Michael Pittman. Who would you rather have?
Depends on what you call Kyle Pitts.
Well, last year
I'll
Michael
tell you
Pittman
that.
had a great year.
Who's he
Yeah, I
throwing
mean, he
to?
was good. Yeah, but And
Who
who else
does
do
he
you
throw?
have?
Who else? Yeah. Who
I mean,
else does he
T.Y.'s
throw?
gone. Zach
Go to
Pascal's
their
gone.
draft.
They got a wide receiver from Cincinnati.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's not going to do nothing. A lot of people thought Julio was going there. He's not.
Well, they're handing the ball off.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you got the best running back in the league.
Ooh.
I would not say that.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at the TV.
Paris Campbell.
Baker's looking slim and trim, man.
Heck yeah.
He's got a commercial
New
coming
team
up.
knew
The
him.
stress.
No, he's
They
out of
got
all
a-
commercials.
He's got a ulcer.
They got Alec Pierce as the number 2 wide receiver right immediately.
Sam
I
Darnold
don't
looks
know
like
who
he's
that
got a
is.
fart.
Kiki
doesn't
Kiki
bend.
Kuti. Kiki Kuchi.
He's on third
Kuti.
string.
Kiki
Paris Campbell's your 2.
Kiki Kuchi.
That's not good.
Mo Alley Cox has a good week every now and then.
Yeah, Mo Alley Cox is a basketball player. Starting at tight end.
Himes going to play wide receiver a bunch too. Watch.
They always underuse him. Philip Lindsay's their freaking third running back. They're just going to run the ball 70
JT
times.
is the best running back in the NFL right now.
Nah.
Yeah, Jack Cohn, Sam Allen.
Taylor just gets the ball.
Jack Doyle retired. That's who'd been there forever as a tight end.
Matt Ryan probably the best center
He
left
came like
combo.
right
He
after
was
the
there
Manning, huh?
forever.
I mean, you don't get much better than Ryan Kelly and Quentin Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I mean, their
Is he a
line's
Stanford
always
guy?
good.
Guys, they lost a
Did he come
lot
from
of
Stanford?
players.
Remember, he's been
Doyle?
there so long.
Yeah,
He
did
was
he come
Stanford.
from
Yeah, but they
Stanford?
drafted
Doyle came there the
With
year after
Stanford.
Fleener.
Yeah, because you had Fleener, Stanford, Doyle. That was their dual attack.
Yep.
He was there his whole career. He was there.
Dang.
Yeah.
They draft so well though. God, Eric Fisher still hasn't been picked up.
Nope.
Fleener played with Manning.
Doyle was Western Kentucky.
He wasn't. He wasn't
I just looked
Stanford.
it up.
It felt like a Stanford.
I just
Oh,
the
they
quarterbacks
traded Rocky
just
Ya-Sin.
automatically made them better though.
Yeah.
I mean,
They lose Kamiko Toure, who was fantastic last year. Who the crap's playing safety? They lost 4.
Rodney McLeod.
They lost Stephon
Oh, they got
freaking
Stephon
Gilmore.
Gilmore.
I seen where one of the safeties. quit
Yeah,
to
I
become
forgot
a
about
preacher.
that.
Yeah, I forgot about that
That's
too.
cool.
Stephon is that's
They got Yannick Ngakoue, who really
Yeah.
ain't done a whole lot.
He ain't been good since Saxonville.
Yeah. They lost a lot of players.
They lost
to
a lot
not-
and didn't gain
To
nothing.
not have replaced them. That's really strange.
Their
Go to their
their
draft.
biggest signing that
That's
wasn't
telling
Stephon
you
Gilmore was a
that
They
freaking
had
running
8
back.
picks.
Yeah, but I guarantee you.
Jelani Woods is a
But I'm just talking about the,
They
the
didn't have
number.
any first
They
rounders.
lost 20 players. They only picked up like 12.
I guarantee you 5 of their
weird.
draft picks. So every year they draft, they
Nick Cross
They
is
drafted
supposed to
2
be a
tight
safety
ends.
coming in that's going to be good.
Yeah.
2 tight
Might
ends,
have
2
to
D
be.
tackles.
He'll probably start.
Who?
Nick Cross from Maryland.
4-3-4.
The ugliest uniforms of all time.
Heck yeah, stupid state flag.
Youngstown State tight end. That's a thing.
Jeez.
Yale defensive back.
I bet this dude ran a
I'm
good
sure.
number.
What's his name? recruited him
Isn't
against
there an
Florida
Ogletree in the league though?
Alec.
I wonder if he's related.
This dude didn't go to the combine.
Yeah, because he's from Youngstown State.
Probably wouldn't have invited him.
Wasn't
Go to Jelani Woods' athletic profile. It's freaking insane. What's his 40? Yeah, 4'6", 24 bench. He's a freak. 6'7", 260.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's a freak. He might, I mean, he should be the tight end 1. But if Jonathan Taylor gets hurt, what happens?
Well, they got Matt Ryan
They're-
and they got
they're-
Nick Foles backing him up.
Do
if
they have a
need
better
somebody.
offense than the Titans if Derrick Henry's healthy?
If Derrick Henry's healthy, no. Will Derrick Henry make it the whole season? Probably not.
I mean,
yeah,
They got a better
People
quarterback.
doubt him every year.
We're
though.
not
That's the one
mentioning
thing
the
about
fact they have DeForest Buckner, who came off an amazing year last year as well.
yeah. What's
I mean,
their
it's their
secondary though?
defense
Yeah,
that's
they
gonna
got
keep them
Stephon
in
Gilmore.
games.
Oh, their defense
All starting
is
right
I mean, they got probably one of the best linebackers in the league.
Darius Leonard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of tackles,
your
yeah.
boy, he's starting strong safety.
Bobby Okereke is good. I don't know.
Dang, they got him in the
Stephon
fifth round.
His
Gilmore.
division sucks.
Go to their schedule, Chance.
Yeah, this division's just horrible.
Man, they got some big names on defense though.
There you go.
It's-
They-
I mean,
they
their
jump
defense-
out
their
to 2-0
defensive team.
start here. They lose. They're probably 3-1 after 4 games.
They beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
Going to Denver,
They're
which
gonna
is a
beat
team
Denver.
I don't think it's going to
Jacksonville,
be near as
Tennessee.
good as people think.
They're not better than
Look at that
Indianapolis.
schedule, though. Look, I mean, through the first 10 weeks.
That's pretty easy.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. I mean,
you're gonna pick up a bunch of games there.
I can see them being 7-3, 6-4.
In the year with Giants and Houston.
Yes.
AFC West might
They're
have.
winning the division.
Dude, where's the Saints?
They got 9 or 10 wins right there.
They got an easier schedule for sure.
The AFC West might have 4 teams with a better record than the division winner in this division.
Oh, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Like Denver might win 9 games and the Colts win 8. Like I'm not impressed with this Colts team.
No,
I don't think they do.
You think they win less or more?
Less.
Denver?
I'm not the only person not high on them. That makes me feel good.
I think
I'm pretty high on them.
Josh.
I'm not.
Yeah, Josh is like a secret Colts.
I mean, they're
fan.
always solid. Are you talking about Denver or the Colts?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Colts.
Denver.
I'm talking about Denver.
I'm talking about Denver.
My bad.
I mean, they were a
They're-
solid
they're
team last
relevant
year,
with
and
no
they just
quarterback.
got one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah.
I
Well,
agree.
I want to look at them later on. Or we can look at them now. I mean, we're through the division, aren't we?
Yeah, but we got
Save that
we
for
can
another-
save that for
another
that
show.
because that AFC West is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Keep it in.
That's
baby.
AFC West and
That's gonna be a
AFC
good one.
North, those are
Those are going to be fun.
yeah. So next week will definitely be AFC East.
So are we all in agreement? We think the Colts probably got this division.
I don't know.
I agree.
No, I do not agree
I
with
might
that.
go Titans.
Yep, I'll go Titans.
It's
Stick
one
with
of
me.
the
I'm going Colts.
I'll put money on it.
I'm going Texans.
The Colts just don't impress me.
I'm just kidding.
We're getting a CT of your brain.
I don't think
I
any
think we
team.
agree
In this,
that it's
I don't think
might
any
be the
team
worst
wins the
division.
I don't think any
it's
team wins a playoff
definitely
game.
the worst.
No,
they're-
nobody wins a playoff game there.
The Tennessee and Colts are basically the same team.
They
Yeah.
are.
Same style offense, same. I mean everything. Like,
Colts have a better quarterback.
But
but the Colts.
I
have
do
better
agree with that.
quarterback.
I think the Colts have a better
But
quarterback.
the Titans have
Titans have the
multiple
better
receivers.
wide receivers.
Why was
It's
Tannehill
weird.
such
You gotta
a
get it to
trash
him,
last
though.
year?
He's just a good
I mean,
game
had
manager.
21
he's
touchdowns
he's
and
not what
14
you think
picks with
he
A.J.
should
Brown.
be.
I just think the Colts
good,
have some
okay
big names
quarterback.
on defense
I don't
that
know.
might make the difference.
A.J. Brown as a receiver, he couldn't throw more than 20 touchdowns. I mean, shit, he should have got 10 of those by himself.
Colts number 2 receivers Paris Campbell. That's all I gotta say. It's not good.
Is he a first round pick?
They're running.
I don't know. He just
Yeah.
ran. Yeah, but how long can you win with just running the ball? I mean, you kind of
What do
see
you
it
think
with Tennessee.
Tennessee's gonna do?
done it. Mike won
You
21
and,
games last
and
year.
what happens once it gets towards the end of the year? It
You
doesn't
win
work.
up until the playoffs, and then you're
Exactly.
Well, I'm
done.
not
Boom.
saying they're going to the playoffs and winning. I'm just saying he's going to win the crappy division.
I don't know. I think the Titans just might do it better.
Pecan, pecan.
And we're sitting here arguing about 2 crappy teams.
Yeah, I mean, they both suck.
That ain't gonna- has no chance of winning the Super Bowl.
No, has no chance of winning a playoff game.
0%
They don't have a
chance.
0. They have a 0%
Playoffs?
playoff game.
Well, playoffs. We couldn't do diddly poo out there.
So
One of my favorite quotes of all time.
I like. We had him. We let him off the hook.
I'll go Titans.
yeah,
with
where
like
we
9
thought
or
that
10.
You know what? We're going to go to work on a Thursday
wanna crown
and
him?
go home Thursday night and watch the
Dang,
oh,
dang,
play
Skippy,
out.
man.
That Titans Jags game is
Because
gonna
we're
be
going to have
phenomenal.
somebody on our
I like
fantasy football team playing.
I didn't
the
see.
schedule.
I didn't see one on there I wouldn't watch.
Oh no.
Well, you got Derrick Henry. He's going to be on a fantasy.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
a Titans Jags game that's gonna be awful. The jerseys are gonna look terrible. The field's gonna be a little muddy. Like it's gonna be a terrible game.
Yeah,
but
that's
I'm gonna love it.
And we're going to sit there and watch it.
Yeah.
And like, what am I doing right now? You know?
It's like
No, they play the Packers.
football is like,
Packers, ugh.
or NFL football is like pizza and hanky
go to
panky,
Jags.
man. It ain't ever bad. You know,
Even when it's bad, it's good.
that's right.
What are you checking here, Chad?
I'm trying to see who this AFC South plays on Thursdays
Oh.
because they always have the ones that are just
Please.
no one wants to watch it.
Please don't
Jets.
be Jacksonville.
Oh, Jacksonville and Jets.
Yes.
Let's go.
There we go.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Week 16.
The mother lover.
Neither team is going to be in the
When
playoffs.
they're already tanking, yo, that's great.
That's a perfect game.
You're telling me these guys are making $1 million. They're sitting in a room like this making schedules. Week 16, yeah, I think the Jets and Jaguars is a great idea.
Got to throw a dog a bone.
One
man.
versus 2.
That's
There we
prob-
go.
That's probably
There we
what
go.
they do.
Here you go. The
Saints and
Commanders
Cardinals.
at the Bears.
Oh, Scary Terry. Yeah. Who else we
shot
have?
at Kyler.
Titans played the Packers.
Falcons at the Panthers.
Eagles
that's
at
probably
Texans.
the worst.
That's bad.
That's bad as well. Yeah.
Ooh,
I like
Ravens
that
at
Ravens
Rams.
at Bucks,
Raiders
man.
and Rams.
Jaguars, Jets.
That's
Yeah.
maybe-
This
Fantastic.
is probably the best one.
yes, sir. Week
I like
8.
that.
Rams Raiders is good. Bills Patriots. That'd always be a good game.
Jaguars, Jets, though, man.
That's awesome.
I'm going to be watching.
That's borderline nauseating.
I might not watch that one.
Yeah.
I talked
a lot of trash, Peyton.
What if
I'm
the
not watching
Jets
that.
turn it on?
I have Zach Wilson in that fantasy league I'm in.
Hey,
so I
you
gotta watch
got
that.
Zach Wilson.
My wife has him too.
Yeah.
I'll be out the playoffs.
I bet she does.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, he's Abercrombie and Fitchmall that plays quarterback.
She loves him.
Oh, yeah. You need to be worried about that.
Because he likes mamas.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. She broke that news to me. I think.
That's concerning.
When did the news get to her? What time was that, Ray?
That's a good
Ooh,
question.
Colts at Broncos, the Peyton Manning Bowl. That's weird.
Fighting for his honor.
I'll take that game. I think that'd be good.
I'll watch that.
I'm ready for some Jags Jets though. That's football, baby.
Tua Joey B right there. I'll watch. That'll be interesting.
Oh, he's gonna
Somebody's got to win that game.
Yeah. And that's gonna be Week 16 fantasy playoffs are starting. Like that's gonna be awful.
Steelers at Browns. Who's playing quarterback for those teams?
Jacoby Brissett versus Mitch Trubisky.
Oh my gosh.
Trubisky hasn't
Mitch is
been
gonna be
that
it.
bad.
Now that's gonna be Najee Harris versus Nick Chubb.
I hate those transition from those just legacy players, man.
Go Big Ben.
Hurts.
Yeah.
Well, we're here with the
Kenny
Saints.
Pickett.
We're riding that same train right now with the Saints.
That's right.
Yeah.
Birthing pains.
Jabbo.
Chargers, Chiefs. I mean, my
Week
gosh.
2.
Woo.
Holy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
Coming
shootout.
out hot. Because that's technically
I
the
can't
first
wait for
one.
freaking
Yeah.
And that's the
It's
prime-
right around the
So,
corner.
I'm ready now, man.
Yeah.
Doing this gets me so
So
excited.
It does.
on
for
the
it.
You get you
Amazon
pumped up.
Prime,
Ray's
I mean,
rubbing his nips over here.
We're gonna have to watch it streaming now, correct?
No, I think
No,
it's
it's
still
still
doing
going to
it.
be on
But
NFL
not
Network.
every week.
Really?
It's only for so many weeks. It's on both, and then other weeks it's just streaming. I think
It might be Amazon only.
We're gonna have to watch some
think
games
it
from
is.
here.
I got Starlink.
With the only
I'm watching them
exception
all.
being Week 1's kickoff
Do the pod,
and Week 12's
watch the game.
Thanksgiving games.
It's on TV.
I think we
And
should
other than
watch
that,
the game
it's
while we do the pod.
Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit.
I don't have an
last
Amazon
week.
Prime
I
account.
don't want that.
Peyton wasn't. He don't know if the audience is ready for that though. For the pod to go live while you're watching a game.
No, he said if it's the Saints.
Do y'all know
Yeah,
it's
the
Saints.
the Saints and Ravens play on a Monday night?
Yeah.
Do y'all know that?
I don't know if
That's
you
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
He's going to be there.
We've got to have it live.
I have to be here watching Lamar Jackson.
I don't know if you want me here though. That little light on that thing would be high. It'd have another bulb over
We
there.
got to do one, man.
Yeah, you got to try it, but I feel like I'm going to be like quiet.
All you have to
studying,
do
looking.
is just not give Peyton a mic. He ain't gonna need it.
Yeah, just keep the mic as far away from him as
They're going to
possible.
be like, who's screaming over there?
You just hear a guy.
Screaming at the TV.
Catch the ball.
Great, Mike Thomas. What are you doing? Not your ankle again. Crap.
What's Taysom doing at quarterback?
I'll walk out.
No, you'll hear me yelling that.
You'll hear
He's
the
not
door
throwing
shut.
I'll go home.
You'll hear the door shut.
He ain't gonna throw it.
The chance is like, we know you're running the ball.
It's 2nd and 2. Taysom's the only person in the backfield. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Taysom's in. Deontay Harris is that receiver. They're going deep. Okay, it's a streak route. I promise.
Yeah.
Or a jet sweep to Harris.
Or a jet sweep.
One or the other.
No, he don't
Taysom's-
ever hand it. He
he's-
always pulls it.
He'll
He
go
pulls
straight
it
up the
every
middle.
time.
Lose a
Taysom-
yard.
He does every time.
Hey,
I
that's
never
2nd and
saw
2 or
him
3rd
hand
and 3.
Did he ever hand the sweep off? Ever? No, he took it for a 1 yard.
Taysom is just fellow Lamar.
I'm ending the pod. Good night.
That's it.
Good night.
Shut her down.
Who that?
Chop on.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.